Hello everybody, it's Bronze Braun, and welcome to Doki Doki Encore. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this mod, it is recently very new, and I was lucky enough to be one of the playtesters and demo playtesters for this mod. I was able to get it early, but I'm playing it around the same time it's coming out publicly. But this mod basically takes place after the events of Doki Doki Literature Club, and I don't know much after that. This mod has been in development for about 6, going on 7 months now, and the demo has finally been released. I'm very excited to play this, so I'm just gonna shut my mouth and go ahead and get right into it. My name would be Bronze. Okay. It's a very, very nice menu, too. Welcome to the Doki Doki Encore demo. Before we begin, you need to answer a few quick questions. Sayori confessed to you in the base game. Did you accept Sayori's confessions? If you click yes, you will be starting off on her route in this mod. If you click no, you won't start on her route. I actually did first time. Good, now there's Yuri and Natsuki. In the base game, you chose to spend the weekend with one of them for the festival preparations. If you chose no to the last question, you'll either start off on Yuri or Natsuki's route in this mod, depending on who you choose next. If you chose yes on the last question, well, you'll see how things will go now, won't you? Who did you help prepare for the festival? I helped Natsuki. Last question, have you played any other DDLC mods before this? This won't affect any gameplay in this demo, but it may affect gameplay in the full release. Some examples include, but are not limited to, Blue Sky, Summertime, Coldest Summer, Divided Hearts, Purist, Fallen Angel, Exit Music, The Festival, I Played the Festival, Fruits of the Literature Club, The Good Ending, and many others. Reddit's DDLC mods is a full list of mods that pinned on the subreddit. Feel free to check it out after you finish playing. Have you played any other mods? Yes. Shall we begin, Bronze? I guess. Every good story needs an encore. As I regain consciousness, I'm greeted by a sharp pain in my forehead. Ah! This pain is almost unbearable. I stand up slowly, clutching my forehead in an attempt to nurse this stinging pain. What just happened? I groggily open my eyes. What the fuck? Where am I? What is this? I look around all directions, but as far as the eye can see, there's nothing but black, empty space. Hello? Oh, this music. This music is very, very eerie. Hello? Oh, hello, 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 hello. I hear nothing but the sound of my own voice echo into the oblivion. How did this happen? What even happened? Everything was normal just up until a few minutes ago. Suddenly I hear something walk towards me. I'm able to make out a dark silhouette. That's Monika. I think I recognize that outline. Hello? The figure finally comes into my view. It's Monika? Oh, good, you're awake. Monika? Where are we? Where are the others? What is this? Oh, you mean you don't remember? I try to remember what happened, but I no longer can. Everything's now a blur to me. No, not really. Well then, I guess bringing you here must have caused you to forget everything. I guess my coding skills aren't quite up to scratch. Monika, what the hell are you talking about? What coding? You're not making any sense. Oh dear, I messed this up pretty badly. Well, I guess I'll just have to try to take you back then. Take me back? What are you talking about? Take me back where? To the beginning, silly. You need to remember why you're here. Now just give me a second. No, Monika, wait! Oh, damn. I hear a loud banging on my door. Hey! I know who this is. What? What's that shouting? Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead! Ugh. I open my eyes. I see my door swing open as my annoying yet sweet girlfriend, Sayori, enters my room. Yay! Sayori is my girlfriend! Hey, don't just run into my bedroom. Sayori startedly goes back outside and shuts the door. Sorry, Bronze. Oh, Sayori. Always doing things without thinking. I've known her since we were kids, basically for as long as I can remember. We used to spend a lot of time together, but that changed when high school started last year. I don't really know what happened. We just drifted apart. We really didn't see or hear much from each other for a while. Though, that changed 2 weeks ago when she convinced me to join the literature club. Since that day, we've spent much more time together, almost like how we used to when we were kids. But that hasn't stopped me from learning some pretty unexpected things about her. The more time I spent around Sayori, the more I realized that something was off about her. I finally found out just what that was, I finally found out just what it was last Sunday when Sayori admitted to me that she'd been dealing with depression all her life. That wasn't already a lot for me to take in at the time. She also confessed her feelings for me. So, I decided on that day to tell her how I felt. I told her that I loved her back, and well, we've been dating ever since. Why is she here anyway? Oh right, I guess it makes sense for Sayori to be here. Lately, I've been accidentally picked up on Sayori's habit of sleeping in. Dealing with the stress of everything in the last 2 weeks has really taken a bigger toll on me than I first realized. Sayori has now made it a habit of her morning routine to make sure that I don't oversleep. At least Sayori seems to be doing much better now. Wait, what time is it? I hurriedly check my alarm clock. What? Oh god, I'm gonna be late! I quickly jump out of bed and prepare for the day. And so another ordinary day of school awaits me. At least we finally get to have our first club meeting since the festival. While doing an abridged version of my morning routine, the memories of the last 2 weeks come rushing back into my mind. I remember timidly introducing myself to the club for the first time, not expecting it to have such incredibly cute girls. Nor am I imagining having to endure their scrutiny of my mediocre poems. Fortunately, not everything as of late has been super stressful or tense. I got the chance to get to know Natsuki a little bit better as we prepared for the festival. I finally recall back to last Sunday where we spent the afternoon baking the cupcakes. A smile comes across my face as I remembered the icing incident. I still then remember Sayori's confession and the fallout afterwards. By the time I got home after the festival, if you played that mod, if you watched me play that mod, that has a completely different look on the festival. I could see why I was ready to crash and stay up holed in my bedroom for the rest of the week. The stress aside, I'd say the festival went pretty well for the most part. No, it didn't. I'm sure performances will reel in a few new people. Though, while I may not have cared too much for the performance part of the festival, I certainly had much more fun this time than compared to last year. Especially since I was able to spend it with Sayori and Natsuki. They wouldn't let me out of their sight for some reason. Bronze! Are you almost ready? We're going to be late! Just hang on! I look in the mirror to see how I look. Currently, I'm too tired to really pay much attention to my appearance. That ought to do. You ready yet? Yeah, come on in. Sayori enters my room again. Hey, Bronze! She beams at me. Hey, Sayori. You're looking great today. Sayori starts to blush at the comment. Aw, thanks, Bronze. You're too kind. Sayori then frowns at my appearance. Bronze! What the fuck?! Okay, I could... Okay, I can understand that there wasn't much budget for the mod, but this is like a mixture between the sprites and the chibi sprites. I didn't expect that. I expected like darkness to overtake it if there was a scene where two people would interact with each other instead of just... Because I know they couldn't have gotten high quality CGI like the actual game did, but this is honestly a lot cuter than the actual cutscenes. I just did not expect this. Sayori goes up to me and attempts to fix my hair. The situation immediately turns awkward for me. I blush as Sayori's fingers swirl through my hair. Hey, come on. Is this really necessary? You look like you just got out of bed. Or you look like you just got out of bed. Well, that's because I just did. Sayori and I fall silent for a second. As she continues to try to fix my hair, I can't help but be reminded of all the times my mother would do this to me right as I was about to go to school. I'd always get embarrassed when she would try to fix my hair, especially in front of the other kids. How much sleep did you get? Considering everything that's happened in the last 2 weeks, a lot. And I still think I need more sleep. Sayori looks a little taken aback by my comment. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up so soon. Did I really come across as that rude? Of course you did! You're the frickin' MC of this game! Duncher than a frickin' brick house. I know that despite her warm and peppy attitude, Sayori is still going through depressive episodes. And how it makes her want to avoid being a burden on the other people. Especially me. Hey, it's not your fault, really. Honestly, I feel a lot more rested now. Sayori's face returns to her gleeful expression. Well, that's good. She says with a thankful relief in her voice. I really need to be more careful with what I say around her. We stand there smiling at each other, looking into each other's eyes. I think to myself just how lucky I am to have ended up with someone like her after all these years. Damn right you're lucky. It didn't occur to me 2 weeks ago, hell even last week, that I would have never been dating my childhood best friend. It's something I kind of always thought myself as a what-if scenario, but I never really gave it serious thought until we started walking to school together again. I guess that after spending all that time together in the literature club, we were able to rediscover that tight bond we once shared. Though it really wasn't until Sayori had told me about her depression and love for me that I realized just how much we really meant to each other. As the memories continue to swirl in my head, I slowly start spacing in out into Sayori's eyes. I can almost stare into those sky blue eyes all day. Suddenly remembering that we still had school, I snap out of my gaze. But we should probably get going. We don't want to be late. Yeah, you're right. She says that slightly flustered. I can tell that she would rather stay like this with me, but we reluctantly make our way downstairs and start making our way to school. While we really didn't get much talking done on the way there, it's clear that the earlier moment we shared is still in our minds. I just want to say that, that little CGI thing wasn't bad. I just didn't expect it to be like a crossover of the CG and the chibi in Doki Doki Literature Club. Like, it took me by surprise. I'm not saying it was bad or anything. As we walk, we can't help but catch glances in each other's direction, only to quickly look away while blushing. I mumble under my breath. Gosh, we're really together now, aren't we? Huh? Did you say something, Bronze? Oh, nothing important. It's on days like this that it still takes me a minute to realize that I've ended up with my best friend after all these years. Though when I start to think about it, it makes sense that we did. The warmth of her hugs, the scent of her cinnamon that radiates from her hair. Should've seen that coming. And that infectious smile that never fails to brighten my day. As we continue our walk, I just keep thinking to myself about the next chance we'll be able to spend some time together. As soon as we arrive at school, the morning bell rings, making all our students scramble to reach their first period. Walking through the mass of other students, I can't help but reminisce at some of the memories I've had with Sayori in these halls. I didn't really realize how much I've missed out on enjoying the craziness in the hallways before classes until I started walking with Sayori again. Some of our funnest memories with each other were witnessing or participating in whatever shenanigans were happening in the school's halls. In hindsight, that's probably why our school started using hall monitors. Still, hall monitors or not, we always find something to laugh at. After a few minutes of navigating our way through the crowded hallways, we finally get to Sayori's first class. So, I guess this is my stop. I can't help but detect an ounce of disappointment in her voice as she says that. Honestly, I can't blame her, considering how we were earlier. It really sucks that we're not sharing any classes this semester. We only occasionally see each other walking through the hallways between periods. Yeah, guess so. We stand there awkwardly for a moment. Hey, I'll see you at the literature club, okay? Sayori's disappointment is quickly erased by her usual cheery attitude. Yeah, I can't wait. Sayori and I briefly embrace each other. I must admit, Sayori's always been a great hugger. Her hugs are always so warm, tender, and tight. The kind of hugs that you could be in forever. See you later, Bronze. We release each other, her warmth escaping me as we go our separate ways. The school day is as ordinary and boring as ever, listening to the same old teachers teach the same old things. Eventually, my torment comes to an end as the final bell rings throughout the school. That means it's time for the literature club. As I leave my class and walk through the door, I see Sayori standing outside. Hey, Bronze, ready to go? Yep, let's go. So we head off to the club room. We go to the same familiar set of stairs and distant corridors that lead straight to the club room. I've been wondering all day if anyone new will stop by today. We got a whole week away from the other club, or from the club after. We got a whole week away from the club after the festival, though Monika still expected us to spread the word around the club. Around about the club. I can't speak. I'd say that our performances at the festival were pretty well received. Not to mention, we had a pretty good turnout for the event. The audience seemed to love our performances. Though, I'm just glad I didn't end up embarrassing myself. Truth be told, I still feel somewhat guilty for just using a poem I found online. Especially considering the others actually took the time and effort to write their poems for the festival. Not long after my train of thought ends, we finally arrive at the club room. I look at the door to see that the sign-up sheet is no longer there, so I'm taking that as a promising sign. You think anyone signed up will join, Bronze? Man, what did that say? You think anyone signed up to join, Bronze? Only one way to find out. I gently open. Oh my god, not this scene. Not this sentence. I gently open the door. To find that the usual scene we've become accustomed to over the last 2 weeks is still the same as ever. I see Yuri reading a book in her usual spot and Natsuki in the closet organizing her manga. I glance around the room but see no sign of Monika. Hey guys! Yuri sets her book down on the desk. Hello, Bronze. Anybody new stop by? No, not yet. It's just been me and Natsuki. Monika hasn't even showed up yet. Where could she be? Natsuki must have overheard us as she walks up to join the conversation. She's probably sulking that nobody decided to sign up. Natsuki, maybe you should be a little bit more understanding of Monika's feelings. The festival did mean a lot to her, after all. I know that, but I still don't see what the big deal is with getting new people. I'm fine with what we have right now. I am too, but try to be a little considerate when Monika comes in. Wait, nobody even signed up? Nope, at least that's what I got from seeing Monika around today. She looked rather down. Sayori frowns upon hearing this. Ah, poor Monika. We should cheer her up. Cheer me up how, Sayori? In an all-too-familiar voice sternly asks. Oh crap. We turn around to see Monika standing by the doorway. She enters the room, her footsteps are heavy. Oh no. That is not a good-looking face, and these are not good-looking faces either. Judging by the look on her face, it's easy to tell she's looking rather dejected. Yuri, sensing the incoming tension, quickly attempts to hide behind her book, while Sayori, Natsuki, and I stand there, dumbfounded. They both just look as surprised as I am, seeing Monika's sudden entrance. Oh, hey Monika, we were just, all words escape me in this situation. I looked to the other girls to bail me out of the situation, but nobody has anything to say. It's alright, Bronze. Everyone, take a seat. Everyone takes a seat in front of, in the front row as Monika looks on. Monika starts slowly pacing the floor in front of us. So, it's true that despite the glowing reviews we got at the festival, nobody signed up to join our club. Natsuki shifts around awkwardly in her seat, as if Monika was directly addressing her. Just how much did Monika overhear? Which in of itself is unfortunate. We put in a lot of effort making the club look its best at the festival, and it was all for nothing. Everyone avoids making eye contact at Monika, wanting to avoid her disappointed gaze. We tried our best, and in the end, we couldn't attract even one new member. Maybe if I did something different, we would be better off. This is my fault. I exchange looks with Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori in an attempt to figure out what we should say. It's pretty clear to all of us that at this point Monika's really hung up over this. After a moment of silence, Natsuki is the first to speak up. Hey, Monika? Monika turns her full attention to Natsuki. Natsuki audibly gulps, but surprisingly keeps going with what she wants to say. Listen, it's not your fault that we couldn't get anyone new. Monika closes her eyes, seemingly trying to fight back tears. Oh, Monika. We did everything we could to make the event great for everyone. And to be honest, I kind of had fun preparing for the festival. Natsuki shoots me a quick side glance. I know exactly what she's referring to. Fortunately for me, Sayori caught that and she shoots me a quizzical look. Oh, Sayori, I'm so sorry. The funny thing is, I haven't quite gotten around to telling the others that Sayori and I are now a couple. The only one who knows that we're dating is Monika, and I still have no clue how she found out. I assume Sayori must have told her, but I haven't bothered checking with her about it. Saving me from further embarrassment, Yuri is the next to speak up. Yes, I guess I did have fun making the banner. It was also the first time I got to share my aromatherapy with anyone, too. I've never seen that word in my entire life. Sayori turns her attention back to Monika. Monika, Natsuki and Yuri are right. There's nothing we could have changed. We made the event as fun as we could, and even though no one joined, that's not so bad. We still get to hang out and have fun, just like we always have. Finally, it's my turn to speak up. Yeah, Monika, you're a great club president, and I couldn't be happier with what we have now. If no one wants to join, that's on them, not you. Monika opens her eyes and puts on a thankful expression. Yeah, you're right, everyone. I don't know why I was getting so hung up over this. I just wanted to push our club to new heights. It's my responsibility as the club's president to grow our club and to share what we have with others. But I'm happy with what we have now, if you all are. We all look at each other and nod. Yeah, what we have now is fine. It's quality over quantity, anyways. I'm content with our current membership as well. I love spending time after school with all four of you, and I wouldn't change that for the world. Yeah, let's keep what we have now. I've really enjoyed getting to know all of you over the last 2 weeks. I wouldn't want to see that change because of new members. Monika looks... Oh, that's the new expression! Monika looks to all of us, one by one, as we voice our opinions. She nods grudgingly, but approvingly. It's settled, then. As president of the club, it's my responsibility to listen to each of you. So based on everyone's feedback, we'll keep the literature club at 5 members. At least for now. Despite her agreeing with us, I can't help but feel as though she still isn't completely satisfied. Oh well, I'm sure she'll get over it soon. Fuck! Oh man, talk about being straightforward. She's a strong person, and I know she can overcome anything if she puts her mind to it. Soon after the discussion disperses, we all resume our respective activities. Since I have really nothing better to do, I decided to see what everyone else was doing. Who should I hang out with? Let me save this right here. Let's start with Sayori. I first go to Sayori. Hey, Sayori. Oh, hey, Bronze. Sayori puts her usual cheerful grin. Or Sayori puts on a usual cheerful grin, but something about it just seems off. What's up? I take a seat right next to her. Oh, same old. She smiles sadly at me. Sayori? She must be having her rain clouds again. I gently place my hand on her shoulder. You know that if anything's bothering you, you can talk to me. I'm here for you, Sayori. I hate to see you like this, and I know you don't want to have those rain clouds over your head all the time. I can hear Sayori start to sniffle. I know, Bronze. I pat Sayori's shoulder as she struggles to compose herself. I just want you to get better, Sayori. It's what matters the most to me right now. This music has stopped, and it's really worrying me because I don't know what's going to happen. A few minutes pass before Sayori stops sniffling. I just don't want this relationship to be a one-way street, Bronze. It's not. Why would you think that? Well, you've already done so much for me. What have I done for you in return? Sayori, I don't think you're looking at this the right way at all. Look, I know that this is new for the both of us, but the way I see it, we're in this together for as long as we can. Just knowing that I have someone to turn to whenever I feel down or need a smile on my face. For me, that's all I need right now. And we have been doing that for as long as we've known each other anyways, so I don't think that much has changed between us. Yeah, I guess you're right, Bronze. I know I shouldn't view a relationship like that. But lately, I just can't stop asking myself that question. I love how it pauses between dialogue. That way, it puts more emphasis on the words. It's really well done. Sayori looks away from me in an effort to compose herself again, and her expressions change with almost every single line of text. It's really nice too. After a moment, she calms down. Hey, Sayori? Sayori curiously looks up at me. Yeah? If you don't mind me asking, when did you realize you had this? What do you mean? It's just that I've known you for as long as I can remember. I've always saw you as someone who was always happy, bubbly, sometimes clumsy, but overall, just a big bundle of joy and sunshine. I never would have thought that in a million years you would have ever been going through something like this. Sayori pauses, as if to reflect on what I just said. I mean, I've always had it, but it got really bad when high school started. It's only gotten worse, especially recently. I guess with the stress of all the exams, schoolwork, drama, and other things. Like my parents' divorce. Oh my god! Oh, this is some new lore right here. And just missing out on spending more time with you. I feel my heart deflate as I hear this. Oh, I never thought that me spending less time with Sayori over the years would have had that kind of effect on her. I feel so stupid. You should! You dumbass! I guess it's just finally took enough of a toll on me to the point where I realized I had this. But my entire life, I've always felt that everyone would be better off as if I didn't exist. No matter how hard I try to give people my happiness, my time, and my energy, just nothing ever felt like it was worth it and that they didn't need to be me to be happy. And I came to realize that if I ever opened up about how I really felt on the inside, then people would spend all their time trying to make me happy. It'd just be a weight on their shoulders. They have too much to do, and I don't want to add on to their stress. That's why I thought when we were drifting apart when high school started. You had too much on your plate, and me being around you would be too distracting for you. So I would always have to muster up this courage to even try to talk to you. I feel an overwhelming sense of guilt overtake me. Sayori! I hold both of her hands tightly and look into her eyes. I'm so sorry. You have nothing to apologize for, Bronze. I do. If I just put you before my hobbies, if I'd show you more that I cared, maybe things would be better. I promise you, Sayori, I'm going to make this up for you for starting right. I'm going to make this up to you starting right now. I see Sayori's tears return as they dripped onto her cheek. Don't feel guilty for the way I feel, Bronze. How can I not? I can't let you get worse. I never really realized how my actions might affect you. So going forward, I'll try to be different. For your sake. Bronze, that's the reason I didn't want to tell you about this. You shouldn't have to change yourself just to make me happy. I'd be a terrible girlfriend. No, you wouldn't be, Sayori. Don't say that. Sayori hugs me tightly. I put my arms around her and close my eyes. I could feel my heart beat in sync with Sayori's. I feel the warmth of her body radiate onto me. As emotional as we both are right now, this is nice. We're like this for some time before we hear some commotion come from the closet. Damn it, Monika! Monika and Yuri let out a small giggle as Natsuki's apparent misfortune before going back to their respective activities. So Yuri and I return to each other, both shooting each other a concerned look over what just happened. I'm going to check on Natsuki. Sayori wipes a tear and gives me an approving nod. I get up and carefully approach the closet. Oh no. Oh no. I heard Natsuki rummaging around the closet. Natsuki? I ask ever so cautiously and as softly as I humanly can. Natsuki turns around, turns towards me. I can see the fire in her eyes. What?! The frustration in her voice takes me off guard. I need to calm her down before this gets out of hand. Hey. I just wanted to see what's been going on, that's all. Natsuki seems to calm down a little upon hearing this. I can't find my volume 12 of Parfait Girls. Everything's been moved around again. Do you want me to help you? Natsuki seems me slightly offended at my suggestion. No, I got it all under control. I don't need your help. Idiot. Her voice trails off. You sure? Yes, I'm not a kid and I can handle myself, you know. I'm reminded of the time we spent last Sunday and how she managed to carry all those cooking supplies from her house to mine. Maybe she can handle this by herself. Suit yourself! Oh man. As I head back towards the front of the room, I can hear Natsuki's exasperated sighs, followed by more of her yelling. Really? You had to put that in. I'm not saying that. What? I'll never get around to understanding Natsuki's weird logic. While walking out from the closet, I'm abruptly stopped by Yuri. That's odd. Yuri usually doesn't approach me first. Oh, hey Yuri, what's up? Hi, Bronze. How are you doing this afternoon? Oh, I'm doing alright. What about you? I'm doing great. I just got done finishing this chapter in my book, and I was wondering if you'd like to... maybe read it together sometime? Her confidence falls apart. She's no longer meeting my eyes as her face heats up with embarrassment. I guess it's up to me to reassure her. Yeah, sure. I'd love to do some reading with you. Oh, no! No! Oh. Right now? Her voice rings with excitement. Whoa, where did this excitement come from, Yuri? I don't know if we have the time right now, but maybe tomorrow we... But you're not doing anything right now, are you? Well, she does have a point here. But I must admit it's a surprise to see her being this forward. And I really feel like I should get back to Sayori. My thoughts are quickly interrupted by Monika calling the group. Okay, everyone, poem time! Yuri quickly gives Monika an agitated look, but swiftly heads back to her desk to retrieve her poem, and everyone follows. God, that is... Oh, that look. I will never forget that look on that face. As I'm getting my poem, I curiously look off in Yuri's direction, who's avoiding making eye contact with everyone. I guess it takes a lot for Yuri to talk to someone. She really isn't one for social interactions. She must have really wanted to talk to me, considering we haven't gotten the chance to really talk with each other in a meaningful way. Oh well, I'm sure we'll get the chance to talk. I'm sure we'll get the chance sooner or later. Oh no. I proceed to exchange my poem with the rest of the club members, who all seem to generally like it. Oh come on! You could have done a poem part. Unsurprisingly, Yuri came to me first, excited for us to exchange poems. Despite the rather interesting exchange that I had with her earlier, she tries to act as if it didn't happen and gives me a useful feedback. Yuri's poem was in her usual type of deep and sophisticated, but it was unusually depressing for what she usually writes about. Though my best interpretation of her poem, it seemed like it was about a struggle for her attention, love, and acceptance. During my time with Yuri, I couldn't help but notice that she seemed unusually unfocused, as if her mind is elsewhere. Though it was likely out of guilt for her being angry when I was around her today. While sharing my poem with Monika, I could tell that the festival was still in her mind, but she seemed to have more or less moved on from it. Monika complimented me on how far I've come as a writer and noted how my style is becoming more and more similar to Sayori's, something in which she teased me a little bit about. Monika's poem was in her usual freeform and abstract style. I didn't really understand the meaning behind it as usual, but for my best interpretation of the poem, it had something to do with second chances and new opportunities. Monika and I then get into a bit of a philosophical discussion about how we should never give up and always take opportunities when they present themselves. It was relatively inspiring, actually. Natsuki actually approached me first this time, seeming genuinely excited for us to exchange poems. She, of course, gave me some advice as usual, but it came off more as her just complimenting my work. But Natsuki really struggled to make eye contact with me, either out of jealousy that I didn't spend time with her today, or the fact that last Sunday was still on her mind. I have to tell her about me and Sayori sooner or later, but there's no telling how she'll take it. Or how she'll take it out on me. But I think that I got at least some insight into what she's going through right now. Natsuki's poem was in her trademark of style of being short, sweet, and to the point. It was about someone finding happiness by spending time with the person they loved the most, but was unsure if that person liked them back and how she was getting a lot of mixed signals. Sayori's poem was actually rather romantic, something that I wasn't used to seeing her write about. It was about how a girl who finally found someone that's able to make her feel something other than loneliness and depression. I was able to quickly pick up that the poem was about us, and I was blushing the entire time I was reading it. Sayori said she loved my poem as well, which only made me feel more flustered. Our talk of poems quickly shifts to about our school day and what homework we have. I almost get lost in her eyes several times as she's going on about her day. If things can always be like this, I could die happy. Okay, everyone, I think we'll end up today's meeting on a high note. Club meeting tomorrow, same place, same time. Awesome! I missed our meeting so much. It's definitely nice to fall back into our routine. We begin cleaning up the room, all the while discussing ideas for what we can do at tomorrow's meeting. As I finish packing my things, I feel a tap on my shoulder. Hey Bronze, you ready to walk home? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I say goodbye to the others as we exit the club room and begin our walk home. During the walk— oh, this is new! This sounds like something from Yoshi's Island. During the walk home, I see Sayori catching glances at me every few minutes or so. I guess she wants to tell me something. Since we're almost home, I figure I'd better ask her now. Sayori? Huh? Well, what is it, Bronze? You have something on your mind? Well, I was just wondering if you wanted to hang out today. If you're free. Yeah, I'd love to spend some more time with you. Yay! She beams full of excitement and joy. That's the Sayori I grew up with. It's definitely relieved to see her in better spirits considering how she was earlier. Maybe me being around her had something to do with her mood? Well, whatever it is, I'm just glad to see she's doing better. I smile to myself as I take Sayori's hand and continue the rest of the way in relative silence. After a few minutes, we arrive at our houses. I'll meet you over at your house, Bronze. I need to make a quick stop at my place. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. We slowly embrace each other, but we quickly let go of each other as Sayori enters her house and I walk further down the street back to mine. Oh, this is nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here. Alright. Well, that's it for this part. I'm really enjoying this mod right now. I hope you guys are too. But, you know the usual. If you want me to play any more mods, just leave it down in the comments. And if you want to see more videos like this, leave them down there as well. But aside from that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And of course, thank you all for watching.